Slave DiBiase.
Alright, y'all know where y'all at, man. It's your boy Slave DiBiase, man. It's We the People TV, another episode of the Offenders Initiative podcast. And today we are reacting to the first episode from HBO's Max original It, Welcome to Derry, man. Spoiler warning, because we not playing no games around this bitch. I fuck with the show. It's a wild ride and it's an actual horror TV show. We not getting no weak shit here. Straight out the gate, man. Y'all gonna know what time it is. Spoilers ahead. Observe. Shout out to Cinema Revenant for the content. Let's get into it, y'all.
Amazing scene that instantly pulls you in. So we meet this young boy named Matty who gets caught sneaking into a movie theater and is chased out by an angry employee. Before escaping, he crosses paths with the theater manager's daughter, Ronnie, who helps him get away. After that, Matty tries to hitchhike out of Derry and gets picked up by what seems like a wholesome family. There's a pregnant mom, a dad, and 2 kids. They claim they're driving to Portland, which sounds perfect for Matty, but soon he realizes that's not the case. And it turns out these people are dangerous. The scene takes a wild turn when the mom gives birth to a winged demon baby that flies through the car and attacks Matty.
Nah, we not just gonna do it like that. Winged demon baby flying through the car. Y'all need to see this. Yeah. Okay, so when this popped up, not gonna lie to you, really spooked the hell out of me. It was a jump scare. I appreciate it. Salute to the makers of this show and all those 4 people who were in the car that were acting as 4 different versions of Pennywise. That whole family, by the way, was Pennywise. I'm telling y'all right now, it was nasty. The little boy was over there spelling words, and then his mom had him spell strangulation. She had him spell Godiva. You know what I'm saying? She just had him spelling weird words, and it got really, really weird. And all of a sudden, she started talking about she pregnant. Her stomach start moving, and then all of a sudden, she shits out this ugly motherfucker, man. What is this?
Demon baby that flies through the car and attacks Matty. He's left for dead, though we never see his body, hinting that his story might not be over yet. Later, we jump to April, 1962. It's been 4 months since Matty disappeared, and his friends are still affected by his absence. We meet a group of kids, Lily, Marge, Phil, and Teddy, and a new face in town, Major Leroy Hanlon, who's arrived.
Major Leroy Hanlon, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, Major Leroy Hanlon is the grandfather to the little black boy, Mike Hanlon, that's in the original It series. That's his granddad. And if y'all remember the newer versions, the remakes of the movies, the older man that was talking to young Mike Hanlon about putting down the land with the little boat gun, and he was telling him, you gonna mess around and get the boat between your eyes if you don't know how to make decisions for yourself, that's him.
Derry to work at an Air Force base. While Marge tries to fit in with the popular crowd, Lily stays quiet and ends up being bullied. Meanwhile, Phil and Teddy are the geeky duo, and their friendship adds some...
Immediately, I was like, "What's up with the pickle jars? We're not just gonna act like somebody being in your locker and putting pickle jars in there is some weird shit. What's up with the pickle jars?"
Ends up being bullied. Meanwhile, Phil and Teddy are the geeky duo, and their friendship adds some humor. The show clearly aims to create its own losers club, though whether they'll live up to that is uncertain. At the same time, Leroy is shown around the base with his friend.
I saw this off top, the whole starting their own losers club and all of that, and it was cool, but they've done that already. Let's not do that, right?
Captain Paulie Russo. They hear about secret projects, which catches their curiosity. We also meet General Shaw, their commanding officer, and catch a glimpse of Dick Halloran, a familiar name for horror fans. As Leroy settles into his job testing a new B-52 plane, one of the airmen gives him trouble.
Hold up, before we even get there. Dick Halloran, let me go back. My man right here.
Familiar name for horror fans. As
Dick Halloran is the cook that was at the Overlook.
And catch a glimpse of
Dick Halloran is the cook that was at the Overlook Hotel in the original The Shining. He's the old man that's the cook in the back. He's also the older man that shows up to talk to, no, he's the cook. He's the cook. He's still the cook. Yeah, I'm high, y'all. Forgive me. But yeah. So this is the younger version of the cook that was in The Shining, the black man that was talking to young Danny Torrance and told him that he also had the same abilities that they call The Shining, which is telekinesis, telepathy, and being able to talk in your mind and all that. The Professor X type shit, you feel?
Halloran, a familiar name for horror fans. As Leroy settles into his job testing a new B-52 plane, one of the airmen gives him trouble, likely because of prejudice, though it's not said outright. General Shaw steps in and supports him, showing a...
Oh, no. This racist piece of shit right here, we not just gonna roll past that. He walks in there, Major Leroy Hamlin walks in there with his captain by his side. He gets introduced to the squad here, and everybody on the squad salutes him except for this racist piece of shit. You see this cocksucker's face? He thinks he's doing the right thing too. So of course, Major Hamlin steps up to him. He says, Airman Masters, you do realize I am your superior officer, right? And I would like to be respected and addressed as such. My man with that same shit-eating, cocksucking face right there, he says to him, I'll get you the next time, brother. What? Oh my goodness. You would have been out of my Air Force so fast, man. You would have been out of my Air Force so fast it would have made your head spin.
Respect in an otherwise tense environment. Meanwhile,
he didn't even salute the black major. He didn't even salute Major Harlan. Yeah, didn't salute him until the white officer came up and said, you better salute him or it's gonna be a whole fucking problem. Yeah, nah, you'd have been out of my Air Force so fast, boy. Your head would have been doing the Tasmanian devil. You'd have been having them little Tweety birds flying around your head. You've been so dizzy.
He remembers her time with Maddie before he vanished. She recalls the secret hangout spot he showed her, overlooking Derry. During the flashback, we learn about her trauma and why she's targeted at school. Her father died in an accident at a mill after she asked him to grab her toy from inside. The guilt of that loss still weighs on her, and Maddie was the one who comforted her about it. Back in the present, Phil and Teddy talk about Maddie, with Teddy feeling guilty for missing his birthday. Later that night, Lily hears something strange coming from her bathtub drain. A faint singing voice echoes up from below. She listens closer, thinking it might be Maddie, until two bloody fingers.
When them two bloody fingers popped up out of that fucking drain, man, the little girl says, Maddie, if it's you, just come home. Maddie says, he won't let me. Man, that shit scared the fuck out me.
Out, scaring her half to death.
Right.
Next day, she tries telling Marge, but Marge brushes it off, afraid the rumors will make things worse for both of them. With nowhere else to go, Lily meets Phil and Teddy at their secret hangout and shares what she saw. They doubt her at first until something happens to Teddy. During dinner, Teddy asks his dad about kids going missing, but his dad shuts it down. He tells Teddy about their family's experience during the Holocaust and warns him to stop getting lost in comic books.
First of all, he held up, when they were at the dinner table talking just now, he had a Flash comic book. One of them old school first detective comics, you know what I'm saying? You know how much that shit is worth right now? Just the nerd in me is upset. He threw the comic at that boy's head and said, keep your head out the fucking fantasies. Maybe you won't be worrying about people getting taken underground and tortured and shit. The boy got in trouble for asking his father a question. We need to stop that in these generations where a child asks you a question and you deem it disrespectful. Stop being so sensitive as fucking parents, man.
Night, as Teddy raids in bed, he's attacked by something terrifying. Faces start appearing on his lampshade.
Oh! Okay, so...
Start appearing.
The lampshade with the faces on it, right? That same dinner table where his father, the little Jewish boy here, his father was telling him to stay out of the damn comics and out of fantasy. The question that he originally asked him was, do you think somebody could really take a kid, take him underground to the sewers, and just like keep him there hurting him for months and months and months? His father replied with, we are Jews. We have seen all sorts of horror. They use the skin of our people as lampshades. For what? So I guess that, you know, that's a pretty scary thing to see and or hear about even as a kid. So, you know, it starts messing with people in different ways before he actually shows himself. So I thought this was kind of dope right here. This is like some Leatherface, really fucking with your whole interferes type shit.
His lampshade. His brother walks in and the visions vanish, but Teddy is shaken enough to finally believe Lily. Now convinced something strange is going on, Lily, Phil, and Teddy decide to dig into Maddie's disappearance. They start at the library going through old newspapers, which leads them back to the Capitol, the theater where Maddie...
This looks all too familiar. Them kids did the same exact thing and it won, right? They started doing their little investigation, especially little fat boy. He started doing the investigation, finding out about all the weird stuff that had ever happened with the town. So it seems like they're building their own losers club, man. I don't like it because if all of y'all are gonna do is just do another losers club, we could have just made a part 3.
Last scene. They try talking to Ronnie, but she refuses at first because the police had already harassed her dad about it. That changes when she hears about the voices from the drains. Turns out Ronnie heard them too, so she agrees to take the group there. Before the big ending scene at the movie theater, which doesn't go well at all, we cut to Leroy in his room at the base late at night. Out of nowhere, a group of masked men breaks in and attacks him. They demand...
Now, I thought at this point that it was fucking with grown people, you know what I'm saying? I said, oh, he was on a whole nother level back in 1962 then, but you'll learn what's going on here.
Classified information, but even while getting beaten and nearly killed, he refuses to say a word. Then Polly rushes in, and together they fight off the intruders. Meanwhile, back in town, the tension builds as the kids make their way to the movie theater. The group, along with Phil's little sister, takes their seats to watch The Music Man. Lily quickly realizes the song playing is the same one she heard coming from the drain, though she can't figure out what it means yet. For context, this is the same movie that was showing at the start when Maddie sneaked into the theater. As they watch, things take a strange turn. Maddie appears on the screen.
They saw Maddie in the fucking movie. I'm sitting up there looking at that shit. I said, oh shit. I said, oh boy, it's sitting up there in the movie. I said, it really playing with them. Then I seen him holding whatever this is in his arms or whatever. I already knew what time it was. This guy, as a matter of fact, he's standing there with the family. If you now notice it, he's standing there with the family that kidnapped him, right?
Standing among a crowd inside the movie itself. The kids call out to him and he looks back, but he refuses to respond. He feels betrayed and doesn't want to come out. In his arms, he's holding a baby wrapped in a blanket, and it's clear what's coming next. The baby turns out to be the same flying demon creature from the beginning. It bursts out of the movie screen into the theater, attacking...
I ain't gonna lie, that shit got me right there too, even though I knew it was gonna happen.
...everyone. As it flies around, it grows larger and more violent, killing almost everyone there. In the chaos, only Lily and Ronnie survive.
I sincerely thought that these was finna be our main kids, that they didn't kill Pennywise because he was able to come back 27 years later, which leads into It Chapter 1, right? But I thought at least these was gonna be the kids that was gonna whoop his ass and make him go back into hiding for 27 years. I think the fuck not.
The episode ending on Lily's terrified scream. That final sequence...
Salute to some of the variant. Nah, that episode ended on Lily holding the Jewish boy's, no, not the Jewish boy, the funny boy's little sister. She had her hand in her hand because the demon bat mutant baby bit her arm off. This show was fire. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Hey, if you get a chance to check this out, man, welcome to Derry. If you got a system in the crib, definitely put this on, roll you up something. It's one of those. I can't wait to see episode 2. And yeah, I'm following along with it the whole entire time. I think episode 2 comes out early Halloween, supposedly. So get your HBO Max game up or however y'all bootleg or whatever and tune in. It's definitely worth a watch, man. I agree. This is one of those for horror week, man. Salute. And y'all know where we at. What day is this? This is day 27 of Vlogtober. Well, I'm trying to tell you, it's almost over. Y'all be easy.